9. There's been a lot of debate now, the issues of classrooms, the shortage of classrooms, shortage of teachers. You come to KCSE and you read the story on the People Daily about what those who marked the exams are talking about, and people being awarded the wrong marks, and you wonder, really, are we serious? Then you look at the university funding model. This is across board. It's from basic education to all the way to tertiary education. Is it really by accident, or is there an attempt to actually, by design, affect a whole generation through education?
Well, I think, Fred, I don't think anybody by design wants to affect the whole generation, unless it's outsiders, definitely, if they would like to influence. But Kenya is a country with a huge human capital. And we, even from reading history and management and governance, we know where we want to go as a country. I think the major problem is that the people who manage resources of this country sometimes get excited. For example, there are many, as Mwalimu again will elucidate, there are many education models and platforms. For example, we have this, like you say, CBC, there was the 844. Outside these Kenyan systems, as we see them, there is the IGCSE, there is the international IB, International Baccalaureate, there is examination bodies such as the Cambridge, the Edexcel, the Pearson, you know, BTech. There are so many. And I think this is where the experts at the Ministry of Education go wrong, when they simply look at a model and they get excited, they read about it, and then without proper understanding of the country's history, economic capacity, and probably, let's say, political influences, they simply insist as technocrats of saying, we will implement this program. I mean, I think when you look at CBC, what it really means, it is, I compare it like the IB program, which really teaches kids to be independent from the word go, and encourages, you know, children not to see themselves as failures. So if you look at that, then it's okay. The issue of implementing any education model, even the 844, even the one we did, that was 7, then
763.
Not 74.
7423, yes.
Yes. So this one was actually a very nice program. But was there funding for it? I think the major problem, Fred, will be, and Sosion, you must help us here because you have been in the real center of the, you know, this mix. The people who sit in Treasury and those who sit in State House are squarely to blame for not releasing funds in accordance with the allocation given by Parliament. You've seen counties complain. Now, education sector now is being crippled because somebody somewhere wants to hold the money and use it for such things like campaigns, instead of releasing the money to, you know, facilitate and oil the education sector. So for me, excitement from the technocrats without properly considering whether politically, capacity-wise, and historically we are prepared for a shift, and whether we can sustain it, especially considering that everything in the country really goes around politics instead of going around education, instead of things going around health and going around business. Okay. So for me, you should have a special sitting with technocrats from the Ministry of Education, actually.
Yet, Bwana Sosion, that's exactly what the president did. Immediately after he came into office, he formed a team and he called it the Presidential Working Team on Education Reforms. Those were technocrats. So the problems we're encountering right now, does it worry you as an educationist that we're getting it all wrong? Because this is from all the way from basic education to university level. Everything seems to be facing a serious challenge in education.
Kenya Kwanza